Phoenix Books presents The Company, a novel of the CIA, written by Robert Littell. This performance by Scott Brick is copyright 2014 Phoenix Books and is digitally remastered from the original 2002 New Millennium Entertainment sound recording. Author's note: since its creation in 1917, the Soviet intelligence service has changed names several times. It started out as the Cheka, then became the GPU, OGPU, NKVD, NKGB, MGB, and finally, in March 1954, the KGB. In order to keep readers from drowning in an alphabet soup, I have used the appellation KGB even in the parts of the story set prior to March 1954. Similarly, before March 1973, the CIA's clandestine service was known as the Directorate of Plans, headed by the Deputy Director for Plans, or DD/P. After March 1973, the name was changed to Directorate of Operations, headed by the Deputy Director for Operations, or DD/O. Again, to avoid confusion, I have used the current appellation DD/O throughout the book.
The Calabrian. Rome, Thursday, September 28, 1978. On a deserted avenue near a long wall, a dirty yellow Fiat mini taxi cut its lights and its motor and coasted to the curb at Porta Angelica. A lean figure wearing the rough ankle-length cassock and hood of a Dominican friar emerged from the back seat. He had been raised in the toe of the boot of Italy and was known as the Calabrian by the shadowy organizations that from time to time employed his services. The Calabrian had trained for several years as an equilibrist in a circus academy, but abandoned it when he fell from a higher wire and shattered an ankle. Now, despite a perceptible limp, he still moved with the cat-like elegance of a tightrope walker. Pulling on a pair of surgeon's latex gloves, he scratched at the tradesman's entrance. A pale, middle-aged man, dressed in mufti but with the ramrod bearing of an army officer, held up 5 fingers and nodded toward the only window of the guard barracks out of which light streamed. The Calabrian nodded once. With the officer leading the way, the two started down the alley, ducking when they came to the lighted window. 2 young soldiers in uniform were playing cards. 3 others dozed in easy chairs. Automatic weapons and clips of ammunition were visible on the table next to a small refrigerator. The Calabrian trailed after the officer in mufti, past the Institute for Religious Works to a servant's door in the back of the sprawling palazzo. The officer produced a large...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?